Hello and welcome back to my channel. So a subscriber requested I make a tutorial on how to make this earring. So that is exactly what I'm going to show you today. But before then, let me show you the materials you're going to be needing for the earring. So you're going to need 8 cowrie shells, okay? So the round part here takes 7 and the cowrie shell, the wrap cowrie shell here, you need just 1. You're also going to need 2 medium-sized jump rings, and then your earring hoops. These are the ones I'll be using today. And for the round part, for this part, we are going to be using 0.8 millimeter wire. And then for this one, we're going to be using the 1.0 millimeter wire. And for tools, you'll be needing the cutter, you'll be needing the round nose plier and then the flat nose plier. So gather your materials and let's get started. Okay, so we are going to start by wrapping the cowrie shell in the middle of the earring. So we are going to start by wrapping this one. So you cut your wire at about 10 inches. Cut about 2 because we don't want it to be too much to cover all the cowrie shell. You can decide if you want to decide to make the wire cover most of the cowrie shell, then you can cut it at about 14 or 15 inches. All right, so let me go ahead and cut 2 pieces. All right, so now we're going to wrap this one. So this short side should be about 1 inch, so that is enough. I'm going to press it with my finger, my thumb, and then press this side as well. Now you're going to need your flat nose to wrap the long side around the short end. Okay, then go ahead to wrap. If you don't know how to wrap wire around cowrie shell, I already have a tutorial on this channel titled how to wrap cowrie shell with wire, so you can watch that for context. But then if you want to follow this one as well, you can also follow along with this one. All right, so I'm about to end the wrap now. See, that is enough. That is enough. So I'm going to curve it. See, after you wrap it, put your thumb on it and then curve it like this. All right, so that is done. Let's move on to the other cowrie shell. We're going to repeat the same thing, about 1 inch for the short side. Press it down with your thumb. Use your round nose plier to secure it by wrapping the long end around the small end, and then you start wrapping. Okay, when you're wrapping it, ensure to have a firm grip of the cowrie shell and twist it around gently for a perfect wrap. All right, so let's just do it like that. All right, I think that is enough. Going to compare it to the first one. That is enough. They might look different because cowrie shells don't come in the same size, okay? Cowrie shells come in different sizes. So I'm going to wrap one more, and then now we've gotten a short end. So that means I would have to trim down this one to meet up with this short end. So when you get to this point, just place your thumb on this part and then curve it towards your thumb like this. All right, like that. So now I'm going to trim it down so that I get the same length. Okay, see? All right, so moving on, I'm just going to curl this one in like this. So I'm going to take my round nose plier and I'm going to make a small loop like this. Okay, so I'm curling it towards this curve. All right, so that's what you're going to do. So just going to make the loop, see, like that. And now I'll use the round nose plier to hold on to the loop, and then I make the spiral. I don't know if it is called a spiral, but if you know the name of what I'm doing, please leave it in the comment section below. I'll greatly appreciate that. So I'm going to wrap the wire around to make some kind of a circle or a spiral. I don't know, but just do it like that. See? Do it gently so that you get a perfect spiral. So I'll continue till I get to a desired wrap, and I'll end it there. Alright, so where I've gotten to, it is okay. I'm going to perfect my my curve. Alright, you see? So this is what you should have. Yep, this is what you should have. That's perfect. Now let's go on and do the second one. Make a loop facing your curve at the top. Perfect loop, and then go ahead and make the spiral. So when you secure the loop with the flat nose, make sure it is tight. Then you wrap, you see, wrap or make the spiral like this, like you're curling it inward, just like the way you made the loop. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. You know, they don't have to be perfect, but they have to look good enough. Because this is handmade, this is not machine made, so you can't get everything to be perfect. However, you have to make sure they look good enough. All right, so let me do one more, and then I'll go ahead and see. So I hold on to the spiral and then I push it in for that beautiful curve. All right, so you can use your thumb to press it down. Press it down with your thumb, then you have your two middle cowrie shells. All right, we are going to work on this part. All right, this round part is quite an intricate piece. So pay particular attention to this part. All right, so this is what we are going to work on. So I'll start off by cutting about 10 inches wire. You're going to be needing two. So let me just cut the first piece at 11 inches. Right, so the first piece at 11 inches. Now I'm going to insert the wire into the cowrie shell and then make sure both ends are somewhat equal. All right, again, you're going to press it down with your thumb. This is 8 millimeter, so 0.8 millimeter, so it's easy to navigate with your thumb. So when you press it down, you use a flat nose plier and then you twist it. Okay, twist both, right? Okay, so now the next step, you have to insert the next cowrie shell. So you start by putting this part in like this, and then no, I think I made a mistake. So you have to put it in the middle like this. This is just like making a cowrie shell necklace or an anklet where you make use of a twine. So you implement the same method. All right, so this is the back, and this is the front. So I'm going to, you see this wire right here, I'm going to put it into the cowrie shell for it to come to the front, and then I'll pull it. All right, you have to pull it tight to make sure the shells are well secured. So you see, this is the back. You should have this cross at the back, right? That will indicate that your cowrie shell is sitting right. Again, I'm going to use the flat nose plier to twist the wire about 2 to secure it. Alright, so moving on, I'm going to take my next cowrie shell, put it in the middle. The front wire will go into the cowrie shell to the back. And then the back wire will overlap the one you just inserted and then put it into the cowrie shell to the front. Okay, so you see, this is what you should have. And use your flat nose, make sure you pull it tight to secure the shell, and then you twist it one and then twist it the second time. That's all. Okay, so we've done, this will be the 4th cowrie shell. Again, you're going to put the wire at the front into the cowrie shell to the back. All right, and then the wire that was at the back, you overlap it like this, and then you put it into, sometimes it can be difficult, into the shell. All right, you see, this is very important. It's important to have this cross. That tells you that your cowrie shell is sitting right. So I'm going to pull the wire, all right, and then twist it around. All right, okay, all right, so we are done. So I'm going to insert another wire here and continue this way to get the curve. So at this point, the first part is done. All right, moving on, I'm going to insert the second wire into this cowrie shell. Bring both ends together, making sure they are equal or almost, and then I'll press it down. Press it down with my thumb. If it's getting too difficult to press down, just use your flat nose plier. That's why we have the tools. All right, so I'm going to press it down and twist. 1 and 2. That's good enough. If you over twist it, the wire will break. So, all right, so looking at the direction, I'm going to follow the same direction of the first one I did. All right, so that means my next cowrie shell would have to go this way, right? Not this way. It will have to go this way. All right, so I'm going to insert it. Put the wire at the front to the back. Yep, sometimes you have challenges, but just take your time and then place everything right. All right, so the wire at the back will be coming to the front like so. Again, if it gets hard, just use your tools. That's why we have the tools, okay? So, yep. All right. My wire is secured enough. I'm going to push it. And then press it with my thumb. Then twist 1 and 2. All right. So continue like that till you get to your last piece of cowrie shell. So I'm going to do that off camera. When you get to the last bit, when you have to attach the last piece, don't attach it yet. I'll show you what to do. All right, so I did the one piece offline. So now let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have to attach our last one. So here is the twist, okay? So because we want this both cowries to have the same direction, you're going to change the direction for the last one. So you're going to use this direction instead of this direction, all right? So again, you just insert it into the wire in between both wires, and then the front wire will go to the back through the cowrie shell, and then the other one will come through the cowrie shell to the front. Yep. All right, see, just like so. All right, use your flat nose to pull the wire, making sure the cowrie shell is well secured. You twist it one and then two. Okay, so now you have to bring it together like this to form the circle you want. All right, now we have a circle. Now this is what we are going to do. I'm going to unwrap this one because I think I twisted it 3 times. I want just 2, so I'm going to twist it again, and so hope I didn't mess it up. All right, that's fine. Okay, so now this is what you are going to do. You're going to wrap one of the wire carefully around this piece. All right, so let's look at this one. You see, you're going to wrap it around like so. Okay, it doesn't have to be as many as I did in the first earring, just enough. All right, okay, so I think this is enough. I'm going to trim it off right here, then use the raw nose to press the raw end inside. Okay, this is perfect. We're going to do that for the second side. Same thing, wrap it around gently. All right, this one ended here, which is fine. I'm just going to use the round nose, the flat nose, sorry, to press in the end. All right, now we have our curve. Okay, we have a round part, and I just realized that the wire broke. So this is what happens if you twist. I'm glad this happened. All right, so this is what happens if you over twist. If you over twist it, it will break. So I'm going to make another one offline, and then I'll come and show you the results afterwards. Okay, so I'm back. I made one successfully. So let me show you what you can do when this happens, okay? So I'm going to look at where I joined the wire. I joined it from this side, and that's the side that broke. So I'm going to cut the wires and then unravel everything, and then cut another 10 inches wire and start all over again, only for that side. So you don't need to destroy the whole thing. If one side is fine, just remove the side that has the issue and then you fix it quickly. So let's do that. I'm just going to cut everything off. It's quite easy to cut off. So move the waist out of the way. All right, so I'm going to attach a new wire and then continue till I get to the end. And then I'll come back and show you how to finish it off seamlessly. Okay, so now we're going to make a loop. So use your round nose plier, get to about 1/4 of an inch and curl it in like this. All right, so you have a good enough loop. Good enough loop. Hold it with the flat nose plier and wrap the wire around it. All right, do it gently. Okay, so I'm going to hold it and then wrap the wire around it. Yep, that is enough. I'm going to trim it off and press the raw end in like so. All right, then I'm go ahead and take the round nose plier. I'm turning the loop such that it can easily go into the jump ring. So I'm going to do the same for the other side. Make a comfortable loop, right? Okay, going to wrap it around. Wrap it around. All right, wrap it to the end. This wire is short, so I wrapped everything. Then I'm going to press the ends down. Okay, then I'll turn the loop such that it can go into my jump ring. So now I'm going to open up the jump ring like so. First, we have to go in with this one. So this length is okay for a loop. So I'm going to make a loop. See? Then you close it off nicely. Make the perfect loop. Now I'm going to go in with this one. And then I'll put this side into the ring. And I'll place this side into the ring as well. All right. Now we have to go in with the earring hook. Okay. Like so, not like this. If you do it like this, the back, this is the back. If you do it like this, the back will come to the front, but we want it this way. So I'm going to go in with my earring hook, and then I'll push the wire for it to overlap. No, sorry, not the wire, the jam ring overlap, and then I'll close it off like so. See, the earring is done. Okay, so now let's do it. Let's do the same thing for the other shell. So I'll trim it off a little. This one seems to be bigger than the first one. And then make a loop by twisting it in and twisting it towards you. All right. And then you close it. Okay. Another perfect loop. Go in with the jump ring. Open it up. Then slide the cowrie shell and then go in with the round part. Okay. Now you're using this. Remember, you slide it on like this and not like this. All right. So it goes in to the ring. I'll use my round nose. The flat nose. I keep mispronouncing the name of this tool. All right. Let it overlap a little, and then you press it in with the flat nose, and there you have it. Your second piece of earring is done. All right, so now I'm just going to gently give it a shape. Yeah, give it a shape, and it's all the way done. It's all the way done. Right, so that's the end of the tutorial. Thanks for watching it to this point. If you have any requests on anything you want to learn, you can leave it in the comment section below, and if I can make it, I'll surely make a tutorial for you. All right, thank you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.